When you are faced with life circumstances, it is so hard to know and to see a bigger picture of the image in front of you. If I'm to ask you all to look at yourselves in the mirror, all you would see is an image of yourself, of your physical body, and you wouldn't like yourself. There are some parts of yourself that you don't like, and you wish you could change it. Sometimes you try to change your physical body and make it what it was not designed for. But let me just tell you something. Let me take you to a personal story whereby I was born physically limited. And when my family, my parents especially, encountered this challenge, they had hope, but they didn't know how to take care of somebody unique, somebody that requires a lot of care and support, somebody that will depend on them. You know, with the faith that my mom had, and I know for some of you will be like, why you don't talk about your dad? But you know what? It is my mom that God used. They both named me Pekin Pillar because what they had seen in front of them was a challenge. But they had hope. They were ready to face the life that it has thrown at them. So that's why I'm called Pekin Pillar, meaning face life. Because they had to face it. I was born. What were they going to do? Probably I'm talking to you and you're faced with a similar situation. Maybe I'm talking to parents that have children with special needs, that have children that are taking all the energy. Maybe your life circumstances is different, but look at it this way. Look beyond your life circumstances and have faith. Let us turn to the book of Genesis, chapter 13, and see what Abraham and his nephew had to do. It was really a big battle between his nephew because they were two big families. And for a land that was small, it couldn't sustain them all. But let us look at two different people, the way they look at opportunities. Let us turn to Genesis chapter 13 and see. So Abraham said to Lot, please, let there be no strife between you and me, my herdsman and your herdsman, for we are brethren. Is not the whole land before you? Please separate from me. If you take the left, then I will go to the right. Or if you go to the right, then I will go to the left. And Lot lifted up his eyes and saw all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt as you go toward Zoar. Then Lot chose for himself all the plain of Jordan, and Lot journeyed east, and they separated from each other. So here we see Lot seeing the beauty of the land at a close range. But you know what? What appears to be ugly before your eyes is the very precious thing. God uses a situation or a problem and makes it into a solution. Let's turn back to the book of Genesis 22 and let's hear what Abraham is being tested. His faith is being put to test. Then Abraham lifted his eyes and looked, and there, behind him, was a ram caught in a thicket by its horns. So Abraham went and took the ram and offered it up for a burnt offering instead of his son. And Abraham called the name of the place, "The Lord will provide," as it is said to this day, "In the mount of the Lord it shall be provided." When my father had lost faith, when my father didn't see a bigger picture in my life and that of my brother, that's when he decided to abandon the situation. Instead of him to face life, he turned away from facing life. And my mother had faith because she had seen beyond what a naked eye can see. 2008, my private vocal trainer came up to me and encouraged me because she wanted me to be inspired and look at myself differently. Probably she believed I couldn't see beyond myself. And thank God for her, because she said to me, when I look at you, I don't see a person on a wheelchair. I don't see an incapable man. I see you standing up tall, maybe even taller than me. And I see you standing on the stage, holding that microphone, and having your stage presence, and singing with a big voice. Over and over and over again, she kept saying the same thing until I could see my purpose and what God had in store for me. Let us look again, looking beyond, in the book of Exodus, chapter 14, whereby Moses said to the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians whom you see today, you shall see again no more forever. And the Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace." And the Lord said to Moses, "Why do you cry? Tell the children of Israel to go forward, but lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And I indeed will harden the heart of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them. So I will gain honor over Pharaoh and over all his army, his chariot and his horsemen. Then the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I have gained honor for myself and over Pharaoh, his chariot and his horsemen." So you see, when all hope is gone, God is always there. It is okay that you and I run out of hope. We lose faith. It's because we are short-sighted. We are looking at a problem. In my earlier videos, Altering God's Plan, I did talk to you about that. But I didn't say to you that God can work in that altered plan. Yes, God does work in a problem. When my father saw a problem, when my father saw a challenge, my mom saw an opportunity. My mom saw success in my brother and I. And this is why I'm here, to tell you that, you know what, in the midst of your storm, just look up to God and look at your problem and take it as an opportunity. It is easier said than done. I totally agree. But what I want to encourage you to this day is hold on. Hold on. Because God has great plans for you. And you know what? Look beyond your circumstances. Look beyond everything you're going through. and pursue your dream in Christ.